All right, here she is. We found one. We're gonna need another headlight though, so we'll go over and look at that other one, make sure it's got the headlight that we need. Cool. Yeah.
That's bright, bro. Alright, we got our fenders on, but we ran into a problem. We're lining up really good right here. Right here, not so much. And we're not even gonna look at this side. So I got Weird Beard out here, and turns out the frame rail is moved over that way. So we're gonna pull it this way, which is gonna move our cord support over. It's gonna buckle that up over there.
Yeah, you can see it right here. The whole front end is basically been pushed over toward the passenger side. I mean, the hood is like overlapping the fender at this point. Look at this. Quite a bit. What would you say, like an inch?
It's an overbite.
Not too bad. I mean, not the end of the world. I think we can do it. No point in crying about it. We might as well just get started. Go ahead and pull it over there to the frame machine. You ready? All right, follow me. All right, I think we got everything we need. All right, here's your frame machine. This is that new green frame machine, kind of organic. Gets the job done. Forgot 4 posts and everything. I mean, it's got everything we need. So all we got to do on this is change this side right here, round in here about even with the firewall. Should do fine. All right. And then of course we'll come over here and pull that rail this direction. We'll tie our little puller to this tree. Okay, so let's get started on that. Moving yet?
Yeah, that's it.
It's already moving? Oh, that's awesome. Stay away from this tree.
Oh. No.
Really? So that was the hood falling?
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
Sweet.
Okay, I'm gonna stop there for a second. All right, so now that we know everything's moving, you wanna get in there and start tapping around on the frame rail. It kind of helps lock everything in place, kind of helps it move a little bit too. All right, now we got this under tension. You guys don't try this at home. It's dangerous stuff. Notice I'm staying away from the chains. I'm not getting behind them. I'm not getting in front of them. I'm just gonna get here, kind of tap around. I think around in this area is where it kind of started to bend and go over that way. So you just want to kind of come in here, just tap around on it. Something like that. Give it a little more. A few more love taps. Oh, that's not cool. What the hell is that?
But the hammer is freaking like 80 years old.
I know. Put a new handle in it now. Alright, let's keep going a little more. How's it looking over there?
It's looking good.
Is it doing anything?
Mm-hmm.
I actually just seen that move. I actually saw that move just on that one, yeah. So it's working.
Yep.
Just take small bites. Leverage would be good here. Had a longer handle.
Ooh, that's joint.
All right, so this is how we got this set up. Completely unsafe. Do not try this at home. We got it chained back here at the back on this side. That just keeps the truck from kind of spinning around. And then we got it chained here. It's working so far. You can see, look at this. I mean, it's pulling everything over, and that's exactly what we need.
Mm-hmm.
I went ahead and kind of threw some chains over that. That way, if that pops loose, hopefully it won't hit nobody in the head. Is it pulling?
Yeah.
Is it really coming over?
Mm-hmm.
How's that other gap on the passenger side looking? So you can see here our gap is virtually non-existent. We don't have a gap anymore. It's touching. And then now over here we got a huge gap, which is the total opposite of what we had earlier, and that's what we want. We want to actually slightly over pull this just a tad bit, because when we let off of it, it's going to spring back just a bit. So that's why we hit it with a hammer. That kind of helps lock it into place so it doesn't spring back so far. Oh man, we almost look at that. We can adjust the rest of it easy. Let's go look at the other side. All right, I think we are well. I mean, look, you see back here, y'all. I mean, of course, we've got a ton of room to tighten that gap up.
Mm-hmm. This fender isn't even all the way on, so.
Look how much, look at that. Look how straight it is now. Remember what it looked like earlier? that worked pretty good. Now it's pretty dangerous. Like I said, don't try it at home, but in case you're wondering, this is just an old engine hoist from Harbor Freight that I modified into kind of a floor puller. That's really close to the design and things that we would use in our body shop when we do floor pulls, and it works very good for, it's kind of crude, but it's very low tech and it does get the job done. Alright, so judging by this, it looks pretty straight. I don't see it over this way anymore. So go ahead and hang that fender on there. Let's get all the bolts on it and get it sitting right where it needs to be. Alright, so the best way to do this, first off, get your splash shield. That big thing, it's kind of a pain to do that with that in there. I usually don't, but it could be done. But this has to get tucked inside that lip or you'll never get the fender to push all the way on there. So here, let me show you. Start down there. See, look, come over here. Start over here. Get that. See how I got that sitting in there? Put it up on there. All right. Now we're gonna get in here and we're gonna tuck all that in. And it's kind of a pain, but it can be done. There we go. Just that last little bit. Ah, there we go. Got it. All right. Now that all that's in there, you want to always start at the bottom and work your way up. Hold that for a second. Like that. Thank you, sir. Okay. There we go. We got that. All right, so we'll start down here at the very bottom. Put that bolt in first. Grab me the orange handled hammer right quick. You tap around on this mounting point here. Uh-oh. Oh shit, yeah. We got knocked way back. Ugh. Oh, that sucks. I hate that. Alright. There's a mounting point under here and it's been shoved back. So I'm having to kind of push it forward a little bit. It's moving fine, so we'll get it lined up and we'll be good to go there. I think that's pretty close to where it needs to be right there. Let's give it a shot. Alright. Let's go up top and put a bolt in there. Let's leave them loose for now until we kind of get everything wiggling around. Alright, so I don't want to tighten anything yet, but we are going to kind of get it snugged up there just barely. Always shut the doors. Be careful. You don't want nothing hanging up on nothing. It don't really matter too much here, being that it's a bunch of salvage stuff that we haven't painted yet. But once you got your gap where you want it, start at the bottom and get it pretty close as you can, okay? I think about right in there.
like that gap.
Not too bad. Now before you jump back in here and tighten this one up, you're going to want to get out under the hood and tighten one of those up, because what's going to happen is if you don't have something locked down here, when you tighten this, dude,
My bad.
if you don't have something locked down inside of here, when you go to tighten this one up, you're just going to suck your gap up completely shut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my gap about where I want it. You got that bolt. All right, so now that I'm locked down here, now I could come back and tighten this one up. I think I would say probably right there. Let's see what it looks like. It's not bad. I think that'll work. What do you think? This isn't a final fit anyway. We still gotta take it all back apart and paint it. But that's definitely pretty nice. Let's grab some more bolts. This side's gonna need a little attention too. See how far off it is down here, but that's okay. I don't even think it's attached yet. Oh yeah, I guess it is, but I think we can fix that pretty easy. All right, now go ahead and shut your hood down, and let's see how this gap looks, where the hood and the fender meet. Okay, go ahead and let it down. Yeah, there you go. We should be able to push this in and be able to narrow that gap up just fine. All right, we're in the ballpark. Yeah, let's screw that out a little bit. I think the hood needs to go up just a hair. Let's try that. Oh yeah, we still got a ways to go. Go ahead, twist it way up there. Keep going, keep going. All right, let's see what that did. Oh man, nailed it. There we go. The other side, we're missing one. So it looks like we're gonna have to remember that next time we're out at the salvage yard, huh?
A blinker and one of those.
A blinker and one of those, okay. She's getting there then. Go throw that hood prop back up. Everything else we can do at the shop. Not if I give you the heavy end. The old man shirt. And I made you walk backwards. I think my first rodeo. All right, let's get her back over to the shop. We can get her all fine-tuned. Oh, man, how do I keep forgetting this? You're gonna have to break down and go get an ignition switch already. Gotta go through this every time. Here's your key.
Thanks, sir.